Hello, this is Andree. For today's session, we're going to need 2 blocks, a strap, a blanket, and a bolster. So again, the bolster could be 2 blankets rolled together to look like a pillow. So we are going to mainly concentrate on some deep stretches. And we're going to begin the class in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So you don't need any props for that, just come to your hands and knees. So let's begin with a warm-up in cat-cow pose. So begin by inhaling to extend the spine, and then exhale to round the back. Inhaling to extend, exhaling round your back. Inhaling, exhaling. Tuck your toes under and press to downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths in dog pose. Do not push your pose. Just move into the form of the pose and explore your body here. Fully extend the arms, fully extend the legs. Now let's shift forward into a plank. And press back to downward facing dog. Coming forward to a plank. And downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Downward facing dog. Come to your knees. Press your chest pose. Take 5 breaths. Taking deep inhale. Keep extending the arms forward. Releasing the forehead down. Let's take 1 more breath. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Now extend your right leg up. Bend your knee and open your hip. Exhaling, lower the leg down. Inhaling, left leg up. Bending the knee, open the hip. Exhaling the leg down. Come to your knees to child's pose. And then sit up. We're going to take our 2 blocks. So you want the block at the high end. You could have the block on the low end as well. Now step your right foot forward and then tuck your toes under the left foot and stretch your right leg back. Keeping the front knee, the right knee right over the ankle. Look straight forward. Now exhaling, release your knee to the floor. Inhaling, stretch the leg back. Exhaling, knee to the floor. Inhaling, stretch your leg back. Let's do this one more time. Release your knee down to the floor. And stretch the leg back. Now bring your back here to the floor. Stretch it into a pyramid with the hands on the block. Take 5 breaths here. Keep pressing the big toe mount of the front foot. Keep pressing the outer edge of your back foot. Compact the hips so you're hugging the hips in toward the midline. Now bend your front knee, release your knee back down to the floor, coming back to your hands and knees, stack your left foot forward. Tuck your toes under. And lift your right knee off the floor. Exhaling, release the knee down to the floor. Inhaling, stretch the right leg. Exhaling. Inhaling. Lower the knee down. Now exhaling, bring your back foot to the floor, stretching in pyramid. Keep rooting the outer edge of the back foot, big toe mount of the front foot. And as slowly return back to your knees. Move your block to the front of your mat. I'm going to use the blocks again. And press to downward facing dog. Keep releasing your heels on the floor. Now let's step the right foot forward. Reclaim your blocks. Lower your knee to the ground. Breathe here. And then exhale to pyramid. Exhale to lunge and downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, grab your blocks, lower your right knee to the floor. Breathe in. And now move into your pyramid. Keeping your hips squared. And then exhale to lunge. Inhale, step forward. Stretch your spine. Exhale, release. Bend your knees, let your belly rest on your thighs. Keep lifting the tailbone. Releasing the head down. Feel the weight of your head. Feel the softness of your neck.
You try to extend it as any amount that you can by shifting slightly forward, extending the legs. Make sure you're not hanging back, so you want to bring the weight to the ball of the feet. And then as you inhale, come all the way up to standing. Bring the palms together. Exhaling the hands to your heart. Pause here, take 5 breaths. Release the arms alongside your body. Now inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, bend your knees to swan dive to forward bend. Inhaling, stretch your spine. Exhaling your right foot back, knee down to the floor. You can use your block again if you want, or you can just extend the arms over your head. Exhaling to lunge. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Stepping your left foot forward. Lower your right knee to the floor. Stretch the arms over your head or use the blocks. Exhaling to lunge. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's do one more on each side, stepping the right foot forward. Inhaling it down. Stretch the arms over your head. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, knee down to the floor. Inhaling the arms up, or use your blocks. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Come to your knees. Rest the chest pose, bringing arms alongside your body. Let your head drop to a support, either the floor or block. Take 5 breaths here. And inhaling, sit up. So we're going to start the first recline pose we're going to do is recline cobbles pose. So you're going to take your bolster or your 2 blanket rolled up. So you will begin by sitting on your support to bring the feet together. And then you scoot in, bringing your seat to your heels, and then recline onto the support. If your head is too far back, then take your blanket, place a blanket underneath your head. Extend the arms over your head. If that is not comfortable for your shoulders, then you bring the arms straight up to the ceiling. Keep pressing the feet against each other. And now, release the arms out to the side. We're going to take 15 breaths here. Bring your awareness to the opening of your chest as you breathe. Feel the lengthening of the inner thighs, the adductors. Let the fingers relax. Let the forearms rest on the floor. You may wish to control the breath a little by taking some deep breath. Try to breathe in and out through the nose. Let your mind relax around the breath. So you're not forcing the openings of the groins, you let gravity take hold of your thighs. You're surrendering to the floor. Now let's take about 3 more breaths. Relaxing the facial muscles. And now take your hands to the other thighs and pull your knees toward each other. Press your palms to the floor and then push yourself up. Now we are going to do seated cobblers pose. I would suggest that you use the bolster that you will lie on, or the 2 blankets, to sit on. So bring the sole of the feet together. Start by holding onto your feet and pulling on the feet. Open the chest, drop the head of the shoulders down. Release the knees away from each other. Now keeping the feet together, bring your hands behind you on the bolster and then press to lengthen the spine. Close your eyes. Let's take 10 breaths here. If you're able to hold the spine erect without effort, then bring your arms, your hands onto your knees. Keep pressing the feet together. You may want to open the toes so that the ball of the feet are pressing in. Concentrate on your breath. Closing the eyes sometimes can make you a little bit more intimate with the breath and the sensation in your body. Let's take 3 more breaths. And slowly open your eyes. Now let's cross the right leg over the left. You can still stay on your bolster, or you could just sit on the floor. But if you stay on the bolster, sit back a little bit more. Okay, and then begin to stretch forward.
And let your head release between your arms.
So you don't have to bring your head to the floor, just keep it releasing between the arms. Keep the knees dropping away from each other toward the floor. And then slowly roll back up.
Now, let's change the cross of your legs. Just pay attention how it feels when you change the cross, because we have a habit of crossing the legs always the same way. So walk your hands forward and begin to stretch from the tailbone, from the sitting bones, all the way to the crown of the head, dropping the head between your arms. And then slowly come back up. We're going to repeat this, and you can either keep the bolster or you can sit straight on the floor, or maybe it's just on one blanket, so you can make a smaller ledge, not as high as the bolster. So you have your right leg in front. Now we change the cross of the legs again. This time you're going to extend the arms over your head and then begin to extend forward.
Stretch the arms forward. And if you can, bring your forehead to the floor. Keep pressing the sitting bones to the floor. Keep extending forward. And then slowly walk back up.
Let's change the cross again. Extend the arms over your head and begin to stretch forward.
Again, bringing your forehead to the floor. If you can.
You want to take 5 breaths here. And then slowly come back up. Now we are going to lie on our backs to do reclined pigeon pose. So let's start with the feet hip width apart, feet planted, arms by your side. You will experience your whole back releasing to the floor. Now, place your right ankle over your left knee. Let's just take 5 breaths in that first position. So you're moving the right knee away from your head, stabilizing the pelvic floor. Keep that foot energized. So the foot is not relaxing in this way. You keep the foot energized to involve the whole leg into the stretch. Now bring your left knee in, stretch your left leg up to the ceiling, and then slide your arm underneath your right calf and lower your left leg all the way down to the floor. Now you're pulling your foot toward you while pressing the knee forward. Let's take 5 breaths here. Make sure that your knee is in alignment with the hip.
Keep extending to the left leg. So now either take your strap or grab your foot and extend the leg up to the ceiling. Keep pushing the foot up to the ceiling, but to the ball of the feet. And then slowly bend your knee, press both feet on the floor. Take 2 breaths here. Meditating on the sensations of your body. Now let's place the left ankle over your right knee. Energize the left foot. Press the left knee away from you. And now slowly bring your right knee in. Extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Now slide your arms underneath your calf, left calf. Lower your right leg all the way down to the floor. Keep your knee in alignment with the hip. This is a wonderful pose to stretch the hip, the other hip, the abductors. Now, either take your strap or grab the side of your foot and then extend your left leg up to the ceiling. Breathe into the stretch. Keep extending the right leg as well. And then bend your knee, place both feet, plant the feet on the floor. We're going to repeat recline cobblers pose without any support underneath your back. However, if you need support for your hips, you can just place blocks underneath your hips. So bring the soles of your feet together, place your hands on your belly, let your knees release out to the side. Close your eyes for 15 breaths. Relax the muscles of your face. Feel the breath. Three more breaths. Now place your hands on the outside of your thighs, bring the knees toward each other. You're going to cross at the ankle to come up. Come up to standing. Okay, let's separate your feet nice and wide. Don't have the legs too wide, but don't have them too close either. So place your hands on your hip to start. And just experience your legs right now. Now take your mind to your ribs and lift the ribs up. And then extend the arms over your head. As you exhale, begin to hinge forward. Keep your ears between your arms. Bring your hands to the floor. Keep stretching the arms forward, shifting the weight forward. Now release into your pose. Hold on to your elbows. Let's take 5 breaths here. Keep lifting the inner thighs to the outer thighs. Change the way you're holding on to your elbows. And then slowly lengthen the spine again. Stretch the arms by your ears to come all the way up. And exhale the arms down. Turn your right foot out. Turn your left foot in. Facing the front foot. Exhaling, hinge forward to pyramid. Keep the head up. Inhaling, come back up. And let's go to the other side. Stretch the arms up. Exhaling forward. And keep the head up. The head up. Now let's come back to the center. Place your hands on your hips and come all the way up. Walk your feet together. Let's come to your knees and releasing child's pose. So, toes together. Start seated on your heels. So you know if when you come to child's pose you cannot keep your sitting bones on your heels, then you can put a blanket underneath your thighs. Now begin to walk forward. Keep extending the arms forward. Coming into child's pose. If you can, try to keep the elbows off the floor. Now walk your hands to the right. Place your left hand over your left, over your right. Release your head between your arms. And keep pressing the left sitting bones onto your heels, stretching the left side of your torso. And now come back to the center and go to the other side. And come back to the center. And walk back to sit up. Bring your knees toward each other, but not together, just in hip width apart. And bring the palms to the center of your heart. And begin to lift your hands into your sternum. So you lift in the sternum. Keep your head forward for now. Coming into a mini back bend. Then your head can start going back because the spine is going back.
And then slowly come up. Sit on your heels to rest. So we are touching on camel pose. So we can continue to do the pose this way, or you can add bringing your hands to your heels. So let's sit up. Bring the palms to the center of your heart. So think of extension. So you lift it, you lengthen the spine up. And from that extension, begin to lift between the shoulder blades. You want to press the inner thighs to the outer thighs as you begin to come into your pose. Keep working into the pose. And then you can let go. Bring your hands to your heels. Bring the palms to the center of your heart. Come back up and sit on your heels. So the third time is always much easier, maybe. This time you're going to start on your knees, extend the arms over your head, grow tall, begin to extend, press the inner thighs to the outer thighs. Compacting your hips. Open the arms out as you bring your hands to your heels. Palms together. And exhale, sit. Pause here for a couple of breaths. Have your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Being present with the body. No past, no present, no future. Notice the head of the shoulders. Make sure that your head of the shoulders are relaxing away from your ears. Now bring your hands to the floor, tuck your toes under, press back onto your feet, and slowly stretch up into a forward bend. Place your hands on the floor or on the block, or hold on to your ankles, so you choose the position of your arms. Release the head. Soften the neck. Imagine that you're doing a forward bend against the wall, and you want to move your sitting bones away from the wall while pressing the calves and the hamstring toward the wall. Let your head drop. Now we're going to use the breath to flow. You're going to inhale, bend your knees forward. Exhale to straighten the legs, dropping the head. And bending the knees forward. Stretching the leg, release back down. Let's do that one more time. Bending the knees to stretch forward. Exhaling. And then slowly come all the way up to standing. And exhale. Palms together to the center of your heart. So we're going to go back to the floor. So you're going to take just a blanket for the next one. So you're going to sit on your blanket. And stretch your legs forward in Dandasana. Let me show you from the side. So place your hands behind you and lengthen the spine. Now take the inside of your right knee and bring the knee in, place it on the inside of your left leg, but move your left leg a little bit out to the side. If your knee doesn't come to the floor, then use a pillow or use a block for the knee. Now turn toward your front leg. Now you can use a strap for that. If you're going to grab your foot, use your strap. Begin to come forward. Hold on to both edges of the strap or to the foot. Lengthen the spine. Keep dropping the shoulders down. And then slowly come into your full forward bend. And lift the elbows up. Instead of we're going to flow, you're going to stretch the spine again. And then release. Lifting the elbows up. And again, stretching the spine. Releasing. Let go of your foot or the strap and slowly push yourself up. Extend both legs in Dandasana, staff pose. Now you're going to bend your left knee, place the foot on the inside of your right leg as you move the right leg slightly out to the side. Turning toward your extended leg. Get to walk forward, grab the edge of your strap on the foot, stretch the arms to lengthen the spine. Taking an in breath here. And as you exhale, lift the elbows up, releasing forward. Again, stretch the arms, stretch the spine. Bend the elbows, lifting the elbows up, releasing forward. Stretch the spine. And exhale. And come back up. Letting go of the strap, letting go of your foot. And stretch your legs forward. Now you're going to bend your right knee. You can have your left leg adjust a little bit off center. Take your right hand behind you and stretch your left arm up. Now you're going to lean, bring your knee in to lean to the twist. And then press your knee and your arm against each other. Take 5 breaths here. Keep moving the knee back in alignment with the hip. Use your breath to move into the twist. Slowly come back to the center. Extend both legs. Bending your left knee. You can move your right leg slightly out. Taking your left hand behind you, stretching your right arm up. And then moving to your twist. Close your eyes. Use your breath to twist and to lengthen the spine. Relax the muscles in your face. And then slowly come back to the center. Stretch both legs. extend the arms over your head. And then hinge forward. Grab your feet or grab your strap, place a strap around the feet. Now pull on the feet as you're pushing your feet into your hands. So you're creating traction. Keep the spine lengthening. So you're leading with your chin. You're pressing the back of your knees toward the floor. The navel is pulled in. So concentrating on lengthening the spine. We're not going into a full forward bend. Let's take one more breath. And then slowly come up, stretch the arms over your head. And exhale the arms down. So we're going to finish with a modified shoulder stand. So we are going to use a blanket for this. So notice how my blanket is set up. So I have the round edge is going to be where my shoulders are. And we're going to use a block. If you can, you're going to use a block on the high end. So let's just explore that. So have your block by your side. You lie down and you want the head to be on the floor and you want the neck to be free of the blanket. So the blanket is there only to give a little bit of height to the shoulders. Your feet are planted on the floor. Have your arms by your side. Press the palms down and then begin to lift your hips up. Be sure your block is within reaching distance. Okay, so let's come up. Take the block and slide the block underneath your sacrum. Interlace your fingers in front of the block or behind the block, depending how you look at it. Press the feet down. So don't be light on your feet. Press the feet down. Press the elbows down. Now let go of your hands. Press your hands by your side. Bring the one knee in, bring the other knee in. And slowly extend your legs to the ceiling. Keep the thighs rolling in. So the inner thighs press out toward the other thighs. There should be no discomfort in your neck. You close your eyes, relax the muscles in your face. Keep the chest lifted, opening. So you are still using your arms right now to maintain that lift of the sternum. Notice each breath as it opens and releases the body. Keep relaxing the muscles on your face. So your legs are semi-relaxed, they're not fully relaxed, they're just extending up. But in between relaxation and effort. So there's no forcing of that position. Continue to press the forearms down so that you maintain the lift in the chest. We're going to take 10 more breaths here.
Notice how your body is responding to this position. Now you're going to bend your knees and release the feet down to the floor. Lift off the block to remove the block and curl your spine all the way down. Go to your side to come up. Shavasana. You're going to place the blanket underneath your thighs and you're going to take your two blocks in front of the blanket. You're going to place your feet on the block, lower yourself down to Shavasana. So we start for 5 breaths, doing recline cobblers pose with the feet elevated. Close your eyes. Let your knees relax, so you're not forcing anymore. Relax the muscles in your face. Now slowly extend your right leg and extend your left leg. So don't have the legs on the block. The legs are on the blanket. Bend your elbows, move the shoulder blades down your back. Let the arms rest by your side. Close your eyes. Shavasana. Practice the art of relaxation. Notice if you're holding any tension in parts of the body. Now you're going to bend your knees and roll onto your side. Come up to a seated position. Use your blanket to sit on. And cross your legs. Take a moment to feel your body in this position. Now join the palms. As you exhale, lower your head forward
bow to yourself with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful midweek and rest of the week. And see you next time. Bye-bye.